Good day, America. Howlin' Pounds here again, coming to you with another eye-opening segment on the American justice system and its actual purpose. Almost every single day you can turn on the television or morning radio station, and somewhere in the first 15 minutes you will likely hear a broadcast, be it local or nationwide. Either way, someone will be on the news facing some sort of charges and jail time for a crime. Now, whether or not it's a justified crime or not, it's not the focus here. The point I am addressing begins in the broadcast. The media is the first step in the oiling of the next financial scam by our justice system. I will tell you straightforward, if you believe that the judicial system works and is for the people, then you fall into one of two categories. Either you are a brown-nosing, lying, cheating politician that bribes the system, lobbies the system in order for them to overlook your misconduct to further your career in legal corruption, or you are a good-natured, hard-working citizen that has been fortunate enough to not have to witness or deal with the system yet. Count your blessings. Now, it does not matter how big or small your dealings with the system may or may not be. The fact is, if you're dealing with them, you will be pumping your money into them. The easiest way to prove the system is about money and not the people is, every single case that enters a court has a monetary value. If it was about the law, justice, and safety, then only financial crimes would be punished by financial penalties. Also, your status in society is another means of them deciding your fate. Now, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios involving the different levels of the court system. I will illustrate how they financially profitable and who and what is acceptable through each of these scenarios. Take 2 people, the lowly corner store clerk and the chief of police, off duty, of course. They both have never been in trouble, and they both get stopped for doing 10 over the speed limit and rolling a stop sign. Here is what will most likely happen. The store clerk will first of all lose anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes of his valuable day, being harassed about everything from insurance, a topic for another day, to searching his vehicle because he exhibits suspicious behaviors. Then, when all of that is complete, he will receive not 1, but 2 citations. One for speeding, the other for running the stop sign. That one will cost that individual not only valuable time out of work, but hundreds of dollars in fines, whether he just pays the fines or hires an attorney to defend him. If he hires an attorney, he risks even more financial loss if his case is lost. Another exciting point about a small case like this is that in many counties, small counties, even by a slight chance he wins his case, he is still obligated to pay court costs and fees. The system answer to that is that he used valuable state time. Now let's take a look into another matter, a little different. Family court. A family of 4, mother, father, and 2 children, your basic family. The parents, of whatever reason, not really important, has separated and filed for divorce. Now begins the nightmare. Their once private life will no longer exist. Everyone from lawyers to law enforcement to state agencies will now have their noses in everything they do and have done. They will also have their hands so deep in their pockets they could pull their socks up. Now, for those of you out there that think the system is for the children, let me wake you up. Let's say daddy, which is most likely who will get screwed, not always, but most likely, is ordered to pay child support. The first thing will probably be some outlandish amount, depending on his income, or so they say. But we all know a child needs $900 a month. Whatever the amount is, the recipient, aka mommy or state agency, if it's mommy, she will only receive 2/3 of that amount because the system says processing is about $300. What they don't tell you is processing includes bonuses for everyone involved in making the case stick. Now, if the state, for whatever reason, has the children, then you can bet the child never sees a dime, and the state will have a library of excuses as to why. To show another point that is only to generate cash flow, if the payer was to pay the payee directly, it is considered as nothing more than a gift. So therefore, another payment needs to be made to the state for it to count as your child support payment. If not, the amount ordered to pay monthly is considered to be in the arrears. Also, if you were to pay the state directly in cash, They will charge more fees for processing and handling cash instead of the standard check or money order. Through all of this, the children are caught in a whirlwind of confusion and turmoil. Good thing the system is on their side. Now, last but not least, the criminal court. This is where all suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty. Whatever. Before I begin, for all of those people who are argument happy, yes, I know there are millions of situations that can be discussed. This is just a general example of an instance that occurs every day. The hypothetical individual that I am going to reference is arrested and charged for crime. Doesn't matter what. Now begins a publicly witnessed destruction of whomever is involved with the proceedings. This is a real-life chess match that can and most likely will, no matter the outcome, destroy the defendant's reputation, career, and value of life. And it's still in the innocent stage. Immediately following his arrest, his name will now be plastered from newspaper to all other media outlets. After all of the court witnesses, evidence, and whatever else they pick and choose through to make their case, then begins the public crucifixion of the individual. If he is guilty, he is punished by jail time and monetary fine. If he is found innocent, he now lives in shame with the possibility of a civil matter being pursued on him and with the charges remaining on his record, making it nearly impossible to obtain employment even after the case is over, especially if he can't afford expungement. Well, America, that will conclude this segment on the U.S. judicial system. Oh, and by the way, if you think I forgot to tell you about what happened to the chief of police from the municipal case, I didn't. The system did. I am Alan Pounds, thanking you for your time. In my next segment, I will be bringing you corporate America and legal theory. Good day, and God bless.